Our next competitor is Galen Welsch with Jibu. Galen?
It's easy to imagine that the next trend in franchising will be a sexy fitness brand or the next local fast food concept, local healthy fast food concept. But what's trendy today is not the future of franchising. The future of franchising is in places far away from here, and it's in impact-driven businesses. I co-founded Jibu to equip African entrepreneurs to launch safe drinking water franchises. Success for entrepreneurs is not about catching a lucky trend. It's about making a basic human need, like drinking water, radically affordable and consistently reliable. Now, when I say the word Africa, the first thing that comes to mind is probably not, oh, that's a great place to do business. The first thing that comes to mind is probably poverty or war or charity. But to be honest, that's old news. Jibu is a for-profit company that makes an impact and makes money. This is the context that we operate in. People have smartphones, there are skyscrapers, and most importantly, there's a rapidly growing emerging middle class. A middle class that will reach over 2 billion people in the next 10 years, compared to a shrinking middle class in the US and other older markets. Now, when we won the NextGen in franchising competition in 2015, we had 4 franchises. Today, we have over 120 franchises across 8 countries, 2,000 retail points, and our entrepreneurs have sold over 125 million liters of drinking water to people who previously did not have safe water at their tap. We haven't been able to grow this quickly because we're brilliant entrepreneurs or we have the most earth-shattering innovation in the world. We've been able to grow this quickly because every successful franchise system is made up of 2 things: a powerful product and a motivated owner. In the emerging market context, in this African context with this rapidly growing emerging middle class, on one side you have an almost unlimited pool of talent with potentially motivated entrepreneurs, and on the other side you have a wide array of market gaps in basic human needs like drinking water, like electricity, like public transport. You have built a business model that was designed for exactly this context. This context supercharges the power of the franchise model. So I want to share the news that Africa is rising, emerging markets are rising, they're ready for partnership, they're ready for investment. At Jibu, one of our core values is that every challenge is a gift and an opportunity. So I want to leave the IFA community today with a challenge. Harness the franchise model for more. Join me in building a future of franchising that's driven by impact and makes money.
Thank you, Galen. All right, panel of judges, please.
Galen, your work is amazing, and it is so inspirational. You're at just 120 locations today. Your goal is 1,000 in 3 to 5 years, explosive growth. When you think about an underperforming franchisee in your network, it would be water that isn't clean, that could make someone sick or even kill them. So as you think about scaling to 1,000 locations in 3 to 5 years, how are you going to maintain that quality control, picking the right franchisees, and making sure the product is a healthy drinking water?
Thank you. Yeah, it's an excellent question. So that is absolutely the number one concern is quality control. So we have to approach it sort of from 4 sides. From the technology side, as far as the water treatment systems we have being foolproof against human error. About the human training side of the production operators in the franchise. We don't have joint employer laws to worry about, so we can train the production operators directly ourselves. The external audits that we do as the franchisor, and then the regulators, the local regulators also audit us on a regular basis. So with that pincer movement sort of from 4 sides, that's how we're able to keep quality control in check.
And you've not had any issues to date with 120 franchisees, or have you?
We have. So we've had to close 1 franchise since inception, and then we've revoked several other licenses, about 5, for quality control purposes. But that's sort of the non-negotiation rule breaking that happens sometimes. So.
Another question. Many in this room would say that the scale you've achieved is pretty amazing. What would you share to some emerging franchisees out there with a couple of units? What was the key secret that you had to help get to this place where you are today?
I think aligning financial incentives or financial motivation between the franchisee and franchisor as tightly as possible has really been the key. Anywhere that's off track, there's sort of a gravitational pull to misaligned behavior between franchisee and franchisor.
Excellent. Well said.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Let's give Jibu
Thank you.